They don't share a scene together until episode 9, but Jace and Silco are excellent counterparts for one another. And it's Jace's misreading of Silco that sets up the confrontation that leads to the presumed downfall of Piltover and whatever chance there is for peace. In that parley scene, Jace offers Silco everything he thinks Silco wants: liberty for Zahn, an opportunity to protect his people from harm, a fair playing field. Here, Silco finally has an opportunity for all the principles he allegedly was fighting for. Only if he gives up Jinx, who for Silco is still his ideal of innocence, purity, and sanctity. And here we see Silco has completed his movement from want to need. Sure, he always wanted these principles admirably, not just for his immediate circle, but for all of Zahn, not Piltover. Piltover can take care of itself. He's looking out for Zahn. But in this sense, as Jace makes this offer to Silco, Silco suddenly realizes that there's things more important. In that parley scene, we initially find Silco willing to make peace with Piltover before Jace makes this impossible demand of him. And this is a piece he criticizes Vander for. Again, why? Well, because Silco has found something he needs more than he wants. He needs a family, a daughter, a purpose. And as he's pursuing a greater good for Zahn, he thinks he can have all these things. And it's only when Jace presents him with a split choice that it becomes impossible for him. Consider this. Vander betrays innocence in the form of Silco in order to make peace with Piltover. Sure, you might argue that he does this to protect the innocence of Powder and Vi. We don't know that for sure, though. What stands out to me is that Vander betrays one person in his in-group for Powder and Vi. These are the impossible choices Piltover faces, that Piltover forces on those in Zahn. And it's also this scarcity mentality that we've talked about. When you've only got one last drop, who do you give it to? We're led to believe that Vander has to choose between Silco and the girls, and he chooses the girls. He betrays his brother. As a consequence, remember, there always has to be consequences in drama. He creates the monster of Silco. Vi betrays her sister Powder, creating the monster and the antagonist of Jinx. The moral universe of Arcane is nothing if not consistent. So what do you all think? Is Silco a redeemable character? Let us know in the comments. Next up, we're going to tackle his betrayer, Vander. Until then, keep reading, keep writing, because your voices matter.